And mic check. More the Masters podcast. I was made, of course. I got a special guest across from me, man. Let's clap it up for him. I got Mr. J. Paul. How you doing?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Can't complain. Got this
What's going on,
toothache,
man?
so I'm looking like Scorpion in here, but we know we're gonna make it happen.
And so, God, I definitely appreciate the professionalism. You know what I'm saying? We set a
Almost
date.
definitely.
He said, "Ain't no toothache gonna stop me." Or no toothache or tornado.
No tornado or toothache. We here.
Lot going on, man. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be loving this time of the year. I know you don't, but I'll be loving this time of the year, right? So I don't know what's your favorite time of the year for you, right? But for me, my favorite time of the year be the award time of the year, and it's not for the awards. It's always it's always for the day after the award.
Yeah.
And this week, I will say, clap it up for the city and surrounding cities, man. To go on for a week. That might be a new record. Like I remember normally it's a day, 2 days, but people had things to do, you know.
Right.
COVID shake the game up and all that, but this week I seen it was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm like, oh, is still going live about this? So but we'll talk a lot about it, but within a lot of the talking, complaining, and criticism I saw, I think people got good things coming out of it if they work it well. But I also feel like, you know, when you're networking and you trying to be professional, there's a certain way to go about things. So I guess first let's ask you, IHAs. Let's just talk about the awards ceremony itself. Why did you start it? What does it mean? And how did you come up with this concept of having an award show?
Basically, I've been wanting to do a award show for a long time. I used to always be nominated in award shows and win some, lose some. So it was like, you know, you get to the habit of not looking for the win, but if you win, you win, and you know if you don't, it is what it is. You know, you still clap for others.
Ooh, so, I said that last night, my live.
You still clap for others, like, because at the end of the day, it's like, you know, you can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? So if you know. Because I could see if you on the ballot, it's still considered as a win.
Yeah.
But basically, I wanted to, when I came to Augusta, you know, I wanted to add some valuable platforms and things to the city. You know, the basically have some stuff going on. Because, you know, there'll be really nothing much going on around here. You know what I'm saying? They done shut Venture Crossing down with the go-kart thing, and shut that down, and they shut a lot of stuff. I mean, they bringing David Buster's and some more stuff in the city, but as far as for entertainment-wise, or people that got a talent or just trying to get their brand or something out, ain't really much down here really like that. So, and if they are doing some stuff, they weren't really getting praised a lot for it.
Right.
So the very first year of, you know, I said I want to do the IHA award. I've been had that name for like a couple years. And so I said, you know, I got with my team, gave them the idea, we just formulated and put it together and stuff, and everybody just pitched some ideas and stuff like that. So it was kind of like a team thing in the beginning.
Yeah.
And no lie, I didn't know about SBA because I'm not from here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then
if I'm not mistaken, just to cut you off, if I ain't mistaken, I want to say I could be wrong. I think y'all started the same year.
She started a year before.
Okay.
So like, you know, she's this was her 5th year. This was our 4th year.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So she started a year before we did. So, but like I said, I had no clue about it. So once we came out with the IHA and the whole nine, and then the SBA crowd is
right.
So
remember that
we ain't really had time to really explain much. Everything how we really want to do everything, but that's how the really focal point of how it started.
Okay. Yeah, I remember during that time, it might have been 2021, I guess, 2022?
Yeah, 2021, something like that.
Yeah, I remember around that time, I had seen your interviews for a while. You were doing a lot of artists and stuff, and I was like, yes, finally, somebody that can do artists, because I don't like to interview artists.
Man, you talked about that. Yeah, you talked about that all the time.
You the MVP. you made some very smooth years for me, and I appreciate you for that, like, forever. Because I'm not gonna lie, I just don't like them. I don't like interviewing them like that.
They're too cool.
Too cool.
A lot of them don't have conversations.
I want you to blend the artist with who you are when I interview you, you know. And if I can't get that, I kind of get upset. Like I don't want you to be in rap mode 24/7.
Yeah, like you ain't got no.
You're not here to sell music. I'm not buying it. Like you're not here to sell music. We're here to sell you and who you are as a person, and then hopefully say, I like his demeanor, I like her demeanor, I like her answer. Let me go see her music about. And when I don't get that, I get upset. But as an artist, like everything's an art. Podcasting, making music, filming, and stuff like that. And so, yeah. So when I was seeing you around, I said, okay, well, he throwing this, and then I was on it. I was like, okay, cool. Mind you, I didn't know how none of this award stuff worked. I'm just learning how I work now.
Yeah,
I'm one of them guys that like put the work in, and then whatever comes from that comes from that. So yeah, you're right. We didn't have too much going on as far as getting your just due, your credit, and things of that nature. So this kind of put things in perspective for for the people who needed it or wanted it, or just wanted to be open to the idea of let's have something for our own. Right,
because it wasn't even that many pies down. It was what you. When I came here with 2018, you was piloting around that time.
Yeah, 2016. Yeah,
you was piloting. You had Blue the Brand and them at Bird School Radio, but they were just DJ Swag. Swag. Mm-hmm. He was hosting a bunch of pods at the time.
Yeah.
A bunch of pods at the station. Round Here Radio. He was hosting a bunch of pods at the station. But yeah, that would. But get back to that the IHA. So that's what the initiative, how it started. But how we came up with the whole style of everything, once we found out about the SBA, or once I found out about the SBA, I reached out. That's when I reached out to Jamie. We ain't never talked or nothing like that. So it was really the people that made it, because our whole thing was like, let's make, IHA and SBA, we work together. Like, for people that didn't get nominated on there, they might have another opportunity for them to get nominated too. I think after that first year, and after everybody see how we did our award show and see that we were two different award shows, like, because I want to make sure that we did the opposite of what Jamie was doing when we found out that she did an award show. So I'm like, okay, I don't want this, because I don't like taking nobody's stuff.
Right.
So they were like, okay, she does a gala. Well, this before she did a gala, because I think the second year was a gala.
But it was always kind of elegant.
Yeah. So, and then she's a lady. She's a woman. She's a woman on top of that. So she's a woman. So, and she's elegant, has style and stuff like that. So of course, she goes for the gala style. We go for the casual style. So, and she has small business. So brick and mortar, people who have business licenses and stuff like that. We did artists, entertainment. Two different fields, you know what I'm saying? So
I want to say something real quick, because you touch on a lot of good stuff that I didn't even think we would touch on. But on my live last night, she did comment and she was saying, like, it's certain award show, like you shouldn't be in that room, technically speaking. So like if you are just quote unquote a hustler and you just maybe it's a hobby, you rap whatever, but you don't have nothing set up, you're not making money off it. It might be for you to be. You might not be the SBA because it's not business savvy. You don't have no EIN number. You don't have none of that. So most don't have business etiquette. So, so that might not be the room for you. So I do think it was important for us to in Augusta, even outside Augusta, but just in the CSRA to have two entities that were kind of totally different.
And it's two different crowds.
Because one might not be for you.
Right. One, and it's like. And what I mean by two different crowds, they're the same people. I mean, the people's people at the end of the day. Nobody's better than nobody. That's like one thing I think that makes what Augusta would make a small problem bigger than what it is. Because like I said, it's the same people go to the same award shows. It's like the same people that be at SBAs, they at the IHA too.
Yeah.
So, because if they don't win at the SBA, oh, I'm going to win, so I might have a chance at the IHA. So we have the same crowds, but it's like, what be bothering me, man, is like, it be, once you get online, it's this, well, the SBA is the Grammys and all that, and we're the Soul Train Award.
That's crazy. Hey, you gotta chill.
We the BET Awards, you know what I'm saying? They're the Oscars, we the BET Award. And it's like, both iconic, It is.
But that's a mindset thing. That's a mindset thing too. And we talk about that a lot as well. That's a mindset thing. But it go into like, I think a lot of times we create a narrative for no reason. So that was a narrative that was created based upon, people who were nominated, who they saw there, what they saw. Yeah, who they saw.
You know, because you gotta think, man, it's like you look at the SBA crowd at first it was business owners and all that. Then now it's become entertainers in there now. We've been entertainers and all that from day one, you know, and the reason, and a lot of people with the IHA, they be like, well, why you having so many people in the categories? The reason they be like, some categories might have 5, some might have 6, some might have 7, might have 8. The reason being because they be ties. When we do nominations, you might have, you might have 32 nominations. He might have 32 nominations. He might have 32 nominations. How can we break this tie? So there's many different ways we could do it. Like, but to me, I like stuff straight down the middle. I'm like, okay, they both neck and neck. Okay, put them on the ballot. See who breaks that out that ballot. So it'd be a lot of people that be tied. So if we start cutting people out and start choosing who we feel like, oh, well, they shouldn't do it because, well, they be seen more than them. Take them off.
Yeah.
Then it's what
it's not authentic at that point.
It's not authentic no more. So I just said, well, if it's 12 people on the ballot, it's 12 people on the ballot. 6 people tied. It's what it is.
No, I like the idea that I don't think nothing wrong with that. Like, but I would ask this just as a question for that. Is there a certain number where you like if it's below this, we not considering it?
Yeah. There's a lot of categories. There's some categories we cut out. We cut out a bunch of them this year. Well, a couple of them this year because they didn't have enough votes. That and just the numbers wasn't really wasn't really there. So it's like we ain't even just give out an award. They were like, well, you know I automatically won. So we're not gonna do that. Right? Not doing that.
No, I was going to ask you because I heard one time, maybe not this year, maybe last year, somebody was saying like, when you give all these awards out, it starts to look like people getting the award for participation. Like that's how it look when you give a lot. But when I think about what you just said though, you was like, well, sometimes we cut them off, they don't get a lot of nominations. So now we take that out.
Yeah.
So
and then it's like, even when it comes to nomination, okay, let me ask you a question. So how many categories you consider should be on a award show?
Ooh, like all in all?
All in all.
In an award show?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm probably 15. I ain't gonna lie.
15.
Probably 15.
So 15. Okay.
Maybe that might be a stretch. It just depends.
Okay. Okay. So it also depends what type of award show you're doing.
True.
You get what I'm saying? So with like I said, with ours, it's the independent hustle. So independent hustle means whether you're doing hair, doing nails, doing makeup, doing graphic work, entertainer, realtor, whatever. You on your hustle. You on your grind. You trying to make things happen, and it's a build. It's the come up. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many of them people that you're gonna miss out if you just do 15. You get what I'm saying?
You're right, yeah.
A bunch of people. So then you're gonna have more complaints. Dang, bro, why don't you add this category? Add this category. Like, the first year, bro, we had how many categories? We had, 50 categories? 50 that? 50, 60 categories? And it still wasn't enough. Like, why you didn't? Because they lost, of course. But it still wasn't enough. Because they lost, of course. But it still wasn't enough. I'm like, 60 categories? That's a lot of categories.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot. But when you break them down and you see how we break them down, we had to break them down like that. Because we can't be like hairstylist of the year. What type of hair did you do?
Real quick, I think that's. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a person. I'm like, I do want it to be like boxed in a little bit. I want it to be simplify, right?
Right.
But in the same breath, as somebody in your position, not me, because I don't care. I do 15 and we take a picture,
right,
a long way, and that's it. All the winners come on stage, and that's it, right? But I understand not only wanting to having a vision. So with your vision, it might be to celebrate all the hustlers, but you can't celebrate all the hustlers if you only celebrate 15. So I understand that.
Yeah.
You know,
so I'm still cutting people out. So even with like I don't do hair, but my fiance does hair. So she, even like their whole their hair department, she made that up. So I'm like, hey, when it comes to hair, I know hairstylists. She's a loctician. You can't just be like hairstylist because some hairstylists can't do locks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got locticians, you got esthetician. I said it right?
Braiders.
I said it right? Okay.
Esthetician. Yeah,
Hair braider. You know what I'm saying? So it's different types of people that do different types of hairstyles. Just because you're a hairstylist don't mean you can style and do all types of hair. You know what I'm saying?
But back to what you were saying earlier too, I think if like I'm saying 15, right? But if we do 15, then like even from the art side, now you cutting out 20,
cutting out a bunch of people.
Art awards where somebody could have won best music video.
Right.
Now you might not have best music video. You might just have best director.
Right. And if you're doing 15, okay, so like you're doing 15, right? So even if you're doing 15 in the entertainment section, so what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Best male rapper,
best male rapper, best
female rapper. That's 2. What else you gonna do?
I would say maybe you could do lyricist, but then like I said, that's the same thing.
You're breaking it down. You breaking that's a different baton.
Because everybody can rap, but who's a lyricist and who just make good music?
Yeah. So, but now if you say who the best rapper, you gonna have the world be like, oh God, he's the best rapper. He can't rap better than me. Mm-hmm. He don't get numbers like me.
So that's why you get like newcomer and best new artist and stuff like that. It'd be the same award like 5 times.
Right. That's just like this year. Shout out PJ and Nada. They're my people.
Shout
out
PJ,
them.
Man. Clap it up, PJ.
Shout out Kitchen King.
Hey, get well, PJ.
Get well, man. Get well, my dude. Get well, my dude. Yeah, man. Yeah. Even with them, when we see the results of this year winners, and when it comes to the food, PJ landslide, Nada landslide. It's nothing we can do with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I have seen a few people complain about it. They don't want all the awards. Bro, they the talk of the city.
Yeah. They put their work in.
They put the work in. Yeah. So it's like, of course, you can't dispute what they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty obvious they don't want 5, 6 awards this year.
Yeah. But and to be fair and consistent, they won them in both SBA and IHA. But I guess it's a problem when they went on yours. So, it's only a problem when it's the IHA.
Like, what do do on mine? Like, so he won clear in SBA and IHA. So it's like, you can't, bro.
You can't please everybody. Yeah.
You can't please everybody. So it's like, that's when I realized, like, bro, I don't care about making friends, bro. Because at the end of the day, people turn on you with the crowd these days. If they see 20, you make a post right now, if you see 2 people on there saying something negative, you're going to have more people coming on there. Mm-hmm. That's just how they try to follow the crowd with things. So that's why with the IHA, I said, we keep everything straight. I'm going to make these categories how I want to make these categories. If they don't like it, they don't got to be in it. Plain and simple.
Yeah. And I mean, and you're going to have, people be upset and just not want to be a part of it, which to an extent I understand. You might not want the politics that come with it. Everybody don't maneuver through politics as well as everybody else. So, I get that. But I guess my thing with the IHAs and just the day afters and all that stuff. What do you be wanting? Like let's talk about before the day after, right? What do you be wanting when you post it? Hey, link here, voting starts now. From your standpoint, this is for all nominees. This is for everybody that's on that ballot. What are you expecting those people to do once you post that link and you say, hey, we can vote now, it's live?
Right. Soon we post, but I'd be expecting a lot of notable names in the city to be flooded with nominations. Like the names that you think we should see on these ballots don't be showing up on these ballots. They just keep that clear. A lot of names that you think should be high up in the categories don't be high up in the categories. So I be looking for the city to get more involved, far as like, you know, tell people to, hey, nominate them and stuff like that, because, you know, South Carolina was on it this year. Like,
I seen that. It was deep.
Bro, South Carolina was promoting the crap out of IHA in Carolina. And every year we always have South Carolina in the building. They just don't never win as much, you know, compared to, it was a landslide this year, a whole landslide for real. But yeah, I really want everybody to get out this mentality that's over this city, that's preventing them to want to do things, you know what I'm saying? Because they feel like maybe it ain't a cool thing, or I wouldn't say that. Let me see.
Well, why you thinking about it? I know I told you last night was live, and one of the things I brought up, and I thought about it for a week before I started talking. I want to think first before I talk. I had some conversations. I think we spoke one time last week for a little minute. I spoke to some people that was nominated, that won, didn't win, whatever. And I think what I got from it and just watching is and it could be outside the city, but in the city, there's a lot of entitlement, you know, in the city. And when you start to mix ingredients, so we throw entitlement in this cup of water, right? But then we also throw ego within this cup of water. We throw coolness in this cup of water. We start throwing numbers in this cup of water. We start throwing social media in this cup of water, and you mix it up, and you get people who feel like, well, I ain't got this because of their resume, you know, whatever that looked like for them, their resume. But they feel entitled to other things. But then you got people, like you said, from South Carolina who could possibly have the same resume for all we know, but they willing to put their work in. Maybe they tired of losing. Maybe they're like, look, I'm winning next year. You know,
right.
But they tried, they started sharing it. But they did everything you said you want somebody to do. You want them to share, you want them to be engaged, share it more than once a day. Like the voting ain't just one day, it ain't just Monday. It's voting. You keep it there for a long period of time.
Right.
Share it every day. Put it in your group. Share like you're sharing your video, like you're sharing your link, like you're sharing your skits, like you're sharing everything. You know, share like that.
Right.
And a lot of us don't do that. And I said that last night. I said, I'm a victim. I've been a victim of that as well. But like, I'm so busy doing this, that, and third. I'm like, oh, let me share this one more time. Like, oh, damn, it's the mom. I only shared it twice. So what you think will happen? You only told people twice, hey, vote for me. So that one day they did, and they said, I'll do it tomorrow. And they forgot. Well, that's why you share it every day. So if they forget, let me go ahead and not, do that.
Right.
And I see that a lot. I think even with people not winning, I feel like sometimes we don't be truthful with the real reason why we may have won, may not have won. Granted, you could be better than somebody in a category. It's a voting category. So it's about who promote the most, who can get more people to vote for them. So if they got a platform and they got, like PJ, he got a good platform too. So even if his food could have been horrible,
come on,
but because he do his due diligence on social media,
come on,
he clapped for everybody else.
For everybody.
Which is that was a big thing.
Clap for everybody.
I feel like you gotta be consistent when it comes to the IHAs, SBAs, win or lose.
Right.
Like every time I've lost, you know what I did? The SBAs, whether it's IHAs, I always go to who won. And I try to find a way to email them. I congratulate them first. And I say, hey, let's work together. Why don't you come on? Let's talk about you winning. When Barbershop Talk won, I hit him up in March. We didn't do nothing until later on. We touched bases again, but we had a whole phone conversation and everything. I said, congratulations. I do this. This is what he do. We weren't familiar with each other. But, I said, well, when you come on, I want to talk about you winning, And then we did it. We ended up doing it. It's just about networking, And I mean him cool. We talk. He called me. I call him. I was on the show. His show getting bigger and all that stuff too. But we not oppositions. We allies. Like, yo, I need a light. I got 2 lights. Like, what you want to bring both of them to you?
Come on,
thanks. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm trying to get such and such on. Oh, I know them. I want to church with them. I get them on for you. So it's all networking. Now, if I would be like, man, who is this guy from Barbershop Talk? If I move that way, already that person feel disrespected. Right. It's like, damn. And one thing I want to say, and I'm gonna get more back to interviewing, but I do want to say this. I said this last night. I think whenever you are, and most of us are somebody in the city. Whenever you are somebody in the city, 9 times out of 10, somebody looking up to you or they're inspired by you, right?
Right.
I would feel like shit if somebody won an award and I downed them and they like, damn, I man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like his stuff.
Right.
Because you're probably proud you won.
Right.
You're not like, oh, I'm better than me. You
right.
won. And you feel good. But here, if I say something that's like downing, it make you feel low. Like, damn, like you can't be happy for me. I was happy when you won. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I think that consistency is important when you talking about winning and losing,
right.
and how you. But that go back to hustlers. I feel like hustlers not take their losses and they bounce back. Business owners not take the losses and they bounce back.
Right.
So sometimes you're just not a hustler. Sometimes you're not a business owner. You know. So
right.
Back to what Jamie said. Sometimes you're just not. You probably shouldn't be in that room.
Facts.
So
big facts. Big facts.
But just going back to the event and as a whole, so you get all these categories, and obviously it still don't work. So like, what are you doing for yourself when you feel like, okay, look, I'm trying to create something good just for not just the city, mind you, just for the city and for networking purposes. It's for people to be in one accord with each other finally, because we all work hard. This is to take the night off, come get celebrated, and celebrate others, and network and do your thing, right?
Right.
So when that's your goal in mind, how, if at all, frustrating is it when the next day happens and it's like
the judgment
and it's
day,
just like,
boy.
You know, people just kind of, I'm gonna say, just shitting on something that you and your team spent countless hours on and money on to bring this to fruition.
The first year, I ain't gonna lie. The first year, I wasn't gonna do it another year. I'm gonna lie. I was not gonna do it.
You was like, man,
I'm good. I said, man, screw it, bro. But then I had so many. But out of the few people that I would say, it was a lot of people be like, yo, I enjoyed myself. This was great. We like how you show the results. We like how you show the winners. You ain't just picking winners because, there was a thing that going on that people, well, you only give winners to the people in your circle and stuff like that. We don't want to be that. So that's why I always like tell people, hey, we're gonna do it again, see how it go next year. They start getting better within, of course, that day after always be the problem. Now,
can I say one thing real quick? Just back to the circle thing too, because I want to make sure I say this. You also can't make somebody feel guilty for having a winning circle. I want to make sure that's clear, because
that's crazy.
She sat in that very chair as well. And we had an interview, and she asked about it. She said, "Yeah, all your friends won," and her thing was like, "Well, shit, we weren't even friends before this stuff happened. I seen they won. I was like, yo, who she didn't know who some people were. Like, she was messing their name up because she didn't know what it was.
Right.
And I thought that was dope. And that's why I feel like y'all have to sit down sometime and talk and kind of explain these things, because people don't know and they just run whatever narrative. But yeah, you can't be guilty for being in a winning circle.
Right.
People say that the same people win every year. Well, the same motherfuckers going hard. The same putting in the work.
Right.
That can't be on y'all.
Nah.
It can't be on you.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, go ahead. I want to make sure that part was said. I think
feel
that was
like
crazy.
Going to off that entitled thing, I feel like the ones you think name carry a lot of weight don't carry a lot of weight when we put it on paper with other names.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
that's just like,
that was heavy.
That's just like okay, you watch NBA.
I definitely do.
Okay. Yeah. You looking at a list, you got Victor Wembanyama, you got Doncic, you got Giannis, you got Steph Curry, you got LeBron. You like, that's a good starting five. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Compared to, you got Jalen Green, you got Steven Adams.
Yeah. not the go-to guy.
You know what I'm saying? You got the second, third string type or whatever. Even on that tough starting five, somebody's a weak link.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Giannis, all them people, even in that five, somebody's a weak link. Somebody's going to get more numbers. Somebody's going to get more attention. Somebody's going to get more looks. That don't mean that they're trash. The other people are trash. It's just LeBron is the face of the league right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What bothers me with certain people act like they LeBron without getting LeBron accolades. Mm-hmm. Like, you haven't won at your trade or talent yet to be downing or talking about anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what this, a lot of people in this, I gotta say this city because this is why I stay at, this is why I've been here since 2018. Like, I'm just gonna put it out there. Just put it out there. So, EJ Rogers. EJ Rogers. And I have to call the name because, I don't do that subliminal stuff. But I seen his video. and stuff. He was like, you know, we needed some changes, and we needed some things, and this and this and that, or whatever. And then he was, you know, his whole rant or whatever. I called EJ.
Y'all spoke on the phone.
Yeah, we spoke on the phone because you know I don't do the internet thing. I asked him what was the problem. He was like, he feels like me and Jamie need to do some changes to the award show. Same thing he said online. There need to be some changes. We need to fix some stuff. And I told him, I said, well, bro, that's not in your power to even say or fix anything. And I'm saying, and so if we gonna fix it, how are we gonna fix it to make it acceptable for your liking?
Mm.
You know, well, I feel like certain names and this and this and that. Okay, I had to explain to EJ. Cousin Scoop was the one that won. He won Male Comedian of the Year.
Yeah. I know he's from South Carolina.
Yeah. We didn't know him. We never heard of Cousin Scoop. He got nominated so much, we looked him up.
Is Scoop or is it Scoop?
Cousin Scoop.
Oh, wow. Okay. I thought
Cousin Scoop.
Okay.
So we never heard of Cousin Scoop. So once you get nominated, we look you up, see if you validated, see if everything line up, see if you do what you're being nominated for. So when we look him up, he's big in Charleston. He has a following, big numbers, and he do TikTok contents, the whole nine. Comedian Cedric won number 2. EJ came in number 3. Pretty good to me. Cousin Scoop got the wave right now.
Mm-hmm.
So Cedric is a legend in the city.
Mm-hmm.
You came in 3rd. And you wasn't that far behind from Sir Cedric. So I see, in anybody else, would you consider that good?
I think it's good. I mean, you know, but my mindset is different than a lot of people's mindset too.
Right. I'm saying, so, and then on top of that, you won Content Creator of the Year.
So he did win something though.
He won Content Creator of the Year. He got nominated for like 2 awards. He won and won. He got upset because he lost the Male Comedian of the Year. And he was like, he made the public video, he made the rant, did the whole 9. So this is my response to that, because I love EJ. EJ my dude, man. Like, you know.
I was gonna say that y'all got one of the
You got history, man. That's my dude. It's
ever.
Weird. it's a weird relationship, man. It's weird because it's like, he's a good, you know him, bro. He's a good, solid dude, but he has these ways, bro. And it's like, bro, if you can get out of that dude right there, you be good.
I be feeling like I talk to him on the phone here, you know, pretty much once a week, if not once every other week. I can tell he mean well. I know he mean well. But I do think there are times where his wording be off.
Yes.
Which is why I feel like live ain't for everybody too, because once you say it, you can't take it back.
You need a PR. You need a PR.
But also, you got some artists, and it's a lot of artists like that say exactly what's on their mind, but don't really put the thoughts together first, because you are a big figure. So when you say things, a lot of people watching.
Right.
It's not just that what you feel. You can feel how you want.
Right.
But when you say it and you narrate it a certain way, now you got a bunch of people that might feel the same way you feel without even reaching out or even doing their due diligence and going off what they see.
Right.
And so I think people gotta realize that they got a voice sometimes too. So we gotta work that.
And I told him that on the phone. I said, bro, you have a voice in the city. He said, I got a big voice. I said, no, you got a voice in the city. You don't got a big voice. And it's like, and that's my thing, bro, with this city. People see what the BS people do online, and they remember and forget the things they want to remember and forget the BS, all the BS stuff that they do and say online. It get excused. And that what bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told him, I said, bro, you have a voice online. You can't say you have a big voice. You spent, because then you made a public rant saying that you're not a content creator. I think, I don't know if y'all seen that live, because Mike Gibson was on it. Him and Mike Gibson was like, yo, you are a content creator. I'm not a content creator. I'm an entertainer.
On the phone, we talking about. I was at work or something.
So he said he was an entertainer. I'm like, bro, you are a content creator. You spent a whole year in a red jogging suit looking for this imaginary girl with Boyz II Men playing. If that ain't content, that's content creating, ain't it?
Yeah, that's content, man. You funny, man.
I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. You got Uncle Elson.
Yeah, he got characters. Yeah,
you got characters. Yeah. What are these characters for? Content, right? Yeah. Content creating. So why would you get online? If me and you got a good, solid relationship, why would you get online and make it look like I'm doing some janky work. Or like I'm just, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
and it's like, and what bothers me with that, because he's the same one that'll get online and make it seem like I'm a gatekeeper or I'm not giving nobody opportunities to live their dreams out with certain things. And I tell them, bro, you know me not like that. I give everybody opportunities. It's just people get these opportunities and they damage them.
You know, I think we spoke about something because you mentioned a gatekeeper. I want to make sure I said this. Earlier you were saying that when y'all see the ballots and things of that nature, people vote, and you'll see someone with 15 votes and they tie with the 315 votes, y'all put all three of them on a ballot. Well, if I'm thinking about gatekeeping in a term of I know it as, if say it was me and two other people that you just didn't know, and you're like, hey, they keep main on, take them two off. That's gatekeeping to me.
That's gatekeeping.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
right.
But when you say, hey, just throw them all on this and they so close, we're gonna put them all on there. I think it's kind of like opening the gate.
Right.
Like now this person has a chance to even win, whereas you could have just took them off.
Right. And then they complain about not EJ, but it was EJ and some more people. They were complaining about who's these people? They're from South Carolina. They're not Augusta. IHA's never been an Augusta-based award. It's never been just based on Augusta. The reason I did it because Augusta don't support their own, bruh. You know that. Augusta do not support their own like they fully supposed to do. They don't. And it's like, you have to bring people into the city in order for people to get out of the city, to get their talents and stuff out of the city. Because I've been here in 2018. I've seen the support that people give to each other in the city, and it's not good. It's so not good. And so it's like, that's the purpose of me bringing outsiders in, so y'all can network with these people, so you can get you a comedy show in Charlotte, Virginia, or stuff like that. Because there's people everywhere in the building that was in the award show, and it's a networking thing. So
I mean, that's even going into like, if I'm using EJ to stay on that, if he won content creator and there's people from South Carolina or Charleston or Virginia that's in that same category, and they like, who is he? Now they go see his numbers, like, this thing got 20K followers, 10K on this page, 20K on this page. Oh, this went viral, million views here, million views there. Then they might want to connect, and that's how you network. Right. So I like that.
And like I said, this is not a diss. I'm not dissing EJ. I'm just responding. He done did an interview, did 2 interviews, and he done did a live and did another live. This is my first time responding after 4 things.
But y'all relationship is good, because even when I spoke to him on the phone, it wasn't.
No, it ain't never.
I guess if you looking at it on paper, you said on paper, right? Earlier, like on paper. On paper, if you read it, you think it's 2 people going at each other,
right?
But when I talk to him, it's never
it's never like
it's just
that.
like, it's what I'm thinking. And then honestly, he be wanting feedback, like, like, hey, what you think about this? You know what I'm saying? And we have that kind of dialogue. So yeah, I think y'all relationship is just funny because y'all are able somehow, some way to like have that dialogue with like, y'all not in front of each other, but y'all just talking around some of this stuff.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's weird, bro. It's weird. Like, I just talked to EJ in January. And it's like, January, I inboxed him. I said, hey, man, I've been busy. I said, I got some free time. Let me catch one of your comedy shows. He said, man, that was up, man. It's all love, man. I said, cool. I said, when your next one? He sent me a flyer. It was March the 6th, but I had a shoot that day. So I said, what I'll do for you, since I won't be able to make the show, I could just film a comedy special for you. Show love, you could make you some money, sell it. Oh, man, that's what's up, man. That's love. And that was January the 29th. We here.
Yeah, that was long ago, yeah.
So I'm like, well.
I ain't gonna lie. I do want this, though. Like, if y'all could do that, get that work, I really want to see EJ special. I've been wanting to see it since 2023. I've been talking on the phone with him.
I reached out to him for that, but I honestly, man, just being real, I can't do it, bro. Because it's like, I can't keep being the one where I'm giving people opportunities, bro. Because I could say this and be 100% fact. There's a bunch of people in this city that calls my phone and asks for favors or want me to do. Am I lying? Ask for favors or want me to do stuff for them, but it never comes out. It never comes out to the public around that. What J. Paul done did. J. Paul, I done called J. Paul. He done hooked me up. Oh, J. Paul got the building for me. Oh, J. Paul did this. J. Paul did that. I don't care or don't ask for it. But it just be amusing when I do these things for people, and then you see them the next time, they just, hey.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you think it's a good level? And I don't know what you mean when you say that, but I'm just going off what you said. Do you think it's inconsistency there? Like,
yeah,
like a person who's willing to talk down on you or talk about you or just not saying great things because something don't go the way, but then when you do help them or you do look out for them or get them in a room with somebody or whatever, connect them, it's not that same kind of quick go online. Not that you want it, but hey, shout out to such and such, shout out to such and such. It's just all negative.
Yeah, it's just all love, bro. It's like I just feel like I don't know. I was raised where respect is respect. Respect gets you a long way. Respect gets you in the door where money can't get you in. So it's like a lot of people forget that respect boundary. Like it don't exist no more. Like it don't exist no more at all. So it's like everybody quit to speak their truth or live in their truth, which don't really be a truth. It be their truth, but it don't be the honest truth, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I can't do I can't do the comedy special now because like I reached out, show love. Boom. So it's like, yeah, can't.
But you having running businesses, doing the filmmaking, because that's a whole other word in itself that you do. Which I think some people don't even know that you do filmmaking, which is crazy because that's not the award ain't your bread and butter.
Award ain't my bread and butter. Award is just something I just do.
Yeah.
Right.
But when you got like the CTC, you've ran into situations since I've known you where people are with the team, they're not with the team. Then you got people who can leave and just do their own thing and there's no bad blood, at least it don't seem so. And you got people who leave and it's like they have to scream going out, or when they go out and they go on their own. Like, how do you handle all of that? Because just aside from the war show, there'd be other intertwining like issues with people. And I'm saying you because you represent TCC United, but it could be the whole team,
Right.
But how do you navigate that? How do you choose what to respond to, not to respond to? How do you choose how much you're gonna like you take? You just said, EJ, you said he did 4 things or 4 or 5 videos, whatever, and this is your first time really responding. And I wanted to talk to you because of the show. I like to talk to everybody after the show,
right?
And I did Jim ready, so it was like 2. And you hadn't talked to you in a while. I'm like, why not?
Yeah, we ain't talking in a while.
We tried it all last year. The lingo. We couldn't do it. So I said, now let's do it now. And so like, how do you choose like when you're gonna respond, how you respond? Do you call everybody like you call EJ? Do you give them that common courtesy?
Everybody.
Okay.
I call everybody, bro. Like, do I call everybody? Everybody. Nobody's off exempt, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro, like I tell people, I'm a grown man, bro. And in business, bro, you got to do grown man business and you got to stand on grown man business. Can't be scared to talk business or tell people about certain things when it comes to certain things. So the only thing about now, I will say this, and you can vouch for this. It bothers me because get to these points where people can say the most craziest stuff online about you, and we living in this generation now where the first person running with the story is a person people believe. You know what I'm saying? So it really bothers me when people can go on there and people don't even fact check nothing really much. They just go off what somebody say on face value and run with that narrative until you have to show them, hey, this ain't happened. They're not telling the truth. They're not telling the truth. So that be kind of tricky, bro. But what I had to learn, and it took me a while to do this, because Crunktown, CTC been started since 1998. That's when I started it, in 1998. People have been in and out of CTCs from 1998. Nobody's came up and be like, J. Paul shitted on me. J. Paul robbed me. J. Paul didn't do what he was going to say he was going to do, or whatever. If situations happen where we fall out, they know why. Because my thing is, bro, just like a job. Most jobs, let me take that back. Because some jobs don't tell you fired till you there.
After you finish your shift. Hey, let me holler at you real quick, man. I know you get up at one.
You know, tired
12:50, man.
You tired of stuff. But for the most part, if there's an issue going on and somebody, and we do this now in CTC, there's 37 people in CTC, active members, 37 that's in the group. It's actually more than that. Like far as people that rep it, but far as active members that's in the group chat, 37. So out of 37 people that I have to either make beats, either record, mix and master, put these people in movies, put these people in situations where it can help their careers and get to where they need to be. I'm always busy to a point where I don't be online, and it'd be kind of hard for me to even respond to stuff. So when I do get something, it'd be multiple videos of it. So now it's like I gotta watch these videos and catch up.
Yeah.
Type thing. And then the things in real time, certain things just don't even bother me because it's like, okay, I would come out and crush you as far as tell the truth. But my thing is, I can't tell the whole truth without implementing people's names in it.
That ain't got nothing to do with y'all.
That got nothing to do with it. So now I'm putting people that have situation that got nothing to do with the situation where you know what the situation is. Yeah. But I shouldn't have to go get the people that was in the room to vouch for me, but now you're gonna feel like, oh, they only vouch because it's you. So it's like, it's a win, it's a lose-lose with certain situations. So some situations, I feel like when you leave CTC, because for one, let's break down with an artist. Let me tell you what I provide for an artist. If I bring you on CTC as an artist, you got the recording is free, studio time, which is studio time, that's free. Your beats are free, your videos are free. All that's taken care, all your production is taken care of. Photo shoots, all that is taken care of. Only money you come out your pocket with is to spend on your marketing, your branding, as far as promotion, getting it out there. Right. That's it, because we do production company. We're not a label, we're a production company. So we do all the production. That's thousands of dollars that you save right there out your pocket. Plenty of money for you to invest into your look and invest into getting your music out there where it needs to be, far as with putting it in hands where it needs to be, radio, whatever. A lot of that don't be happening. So a lot of these people do a song or something like they expect the song to take them off for them, and we live in a generation now where songs just don't take off by itself no more without you adding extra stuff to it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You can't just drop a song and post it online and it's the next Boots on the Ground.
Yeah.
Like, it don't happen like that. Boots on the Ground was an anomaly.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? For that massive hit to be hitting that one time, to be that impactful. You know what I'm saying? So when was the last time you heard a song that impactful like that?
That was the last one.
That's in a while, right? Exactly. So I feel like when you get to the point in CTC where you want to leave, you can free to go. There's no paperwork on you. It's nothing. You can go. Just go. If you leave on your own, you can't leave on your own and then talk crap about the brand. You get what I'm saying? Like, for instance, okay, getting this bad. All right, so you can't get it. You can't ask to be in a movie. And I'll be like, okay, okay, Bobby, you want to be in this movie? Okay, cool. Well, we don't have the budget yet for this movie, for what we want to do now, but we can give you credits for this movie. Now, if you take the credits, you can't do the movie and then once the movie come out a year later, go around and say you didn't get paid for the movie. You took credits.
Credit, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So you have a lot of that be going on. And it's like, you want to get paid for movies, but you don't have a fan base. You don't have a following. So if we want to be technical and start paying people, because we pay people that has the following. If you can't bring 2 people to a show, or you can't get 2 people to watch your stuff, what do we look like paying you $500, $600, $1,000? And you don't market yourself good. You don't promote the movie. You don't do anything to get people to want to watch the movie. That's a bad investment.
Right.
When I can spend that money on somebody that does marketing, that's well known, that shows their face. You get what I'm saying? So people don't look at that situation that when you do movies, they think, oh, I got the talent to be an actor. I should get paid. Yeah. Try that with any of these directors out there. I'm not the only director that shoot movies. Like, try that with any other director. They're going to look at your catalog. They're going to look at your resume, see if you got a following.
Yeah.
You don't got a following, it's 9 out of 10 times you might not get that movie.
I mean, and I guess I'm just asking this because, like, I don't know too much about it, but what has been some reason why people said they left? Like, why would they leave? Like, you tell me you get free beats, free this, free that. So what would be some reason? It seems like it's a good deal to me.
It's a beautiful deal. It's a wonderful deal. It be them. Be them. It's like people feel like they have once they get all those resources, they feel like they could do less work. I have the resources now, so I could just, and then a lot of people don't have to drive.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people want to do it. They'll do a song or two, but they don't have the drive to push after that. They feel like, well, I did the song, did the hard part, promoting it, or I got to promote it too. God, I'm ready to do another song. Like, that's how they be.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them don't even give their song enough miles. They'll drop the song and expect the song just to be around Augusta. They don't get it past Columbia. Like, they don't even get it past Charlotte. It stays in one spot. They put it online. They go, well, the online, just because it's online, they feel like everybody's going to see it.
Yeah.
Knowing that the internet don't open up all your people to see. So I feel like when people they say what's a good one? It be them. It really be them. It really be them. I'm trying to seriously think of what be a reason. It be them. It be them.
Do you think that sometimes when you like maybe they're around the team and they seeing maybe how you operate, they kind of took their notes, they feel like, I could do it on my own now. I don't need them to do it. I could do it on my own. Do you think it'd be people in the air? Do you think it'd be sometimes you see things and they look easy, so you think you can do it, and then I think in the process you start critiquing people that's doing it already when you ain't really did it yet, and then you say, well, I'm gonna just show them. Maybe they can't show you. Maybe they can't.
Right.
Now I'm just asking if this is the case. I don't know too many of the situations, but would that be the case? You think people just want to like show you that I could do it?
It'd be a multitude of personal things. I ain't gonna lie. It'd be a multitude of personal things when it comes to people leaving the brand. Like I said, I have to go back. It has to be a reflection on them. And I can't say that with everybody because a lot of them have personal stuff going on, like in their lives, that makes them fall back from music in general. Because there's a lot of artists that left just had babies. A lot of them left because they needed, money wasn't coming in fast enough for them. A lot of people don't want to be on that pathway of building. Some people just want to come to it while it's built already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want to sit there and help build the new restaurant. They want to come eat in it when it's done. You know what I'm saying? So that's just really how I could put it, really, bro. Because, I mean, I'm not perfect by far. We all make mistakes with stuff like that, but I ain't never had a mistake ever since 1998. And that's ever to a point where people say, well, I left because of J. Paul. Because it's people that been gone since that want to get back on the team now.
With you having you said like 37 members, do you think that plays a role in? I don't know. I'm just me asking seriously. I hope if I say something, somebody else say I don't know. I haven't watched it, but do you think that play a role in like maybe somebody feel like it's favoritism because maybe this person get a role, that person get a role? I haven't really seen too much. I see the same people, so I mean, this is crew.
Yeah, the crew.
I've seen people come there, be in a few movies and go do their own thing, and they never dish you, say nothing bad about you, So I just wonder if since there's so many people in a group, did that play a role? Like, well, damn, this person get all the looks, or this person get all the looks. Or do it be ego? Like classroom problems.
Egos play a lot, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Egos play a lot. You do have we used to have egos a lot to a point where people will feel some type of way because this person got more roles or this person get more thing, but they also got to understand budgets. If if what's her name stayed this far away and this what's her name is in town, she might get more what's her name because it's the budget. We save more on the budget by having her here.
Yeah, then try
besides
to
eating up the budget, having to fly you here or drive you here, then hotel you the whole nine. So it's like the whole thing of shooting films is all about trying to stay within your budget.
Well, this is now for you that you signed. Signed.
I got signed, what, 2023, 2023.
Yeah. I think that's important.
So it's only been, and then that's another thing. We only been signed since 2023. They act like I've been like been doing this for 15 years. Well, I've been filming, but not signed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the growth and everything is up there. But for the most part, nah, like going back to if anybody leaves CTC, that's what I have to say on that.
Talk about that a little minute, though. I don't want to see that, like getting signed. What was that like? That grind, like how'd you come about even meeting up with the people to get signed to do these films?
I've been thugging it out. Shout out Felicia Rivers, Get You One Films. Been thugging it out with her. Started with her doing the films. Well, actually, I did my first film when I was 14 with a big old camera.
Oh, one of the big cameras.
With a big VCR tape you put in. So like 14, I still got that too, by the way. It'll never come out. But been grinding with her for a minute with short films, doing a lot of short films and stuff. Then we start doing feature films and stuff like that. And Felicia was the first one that got the deal. And then she basically I reached out to the people. They already seen the work that I've been doing with Felicia because we had a couple movies that Felicia had got signed to that I had filmed for her. So they already seen some of my work already. So basically that's how I got the deal. Basically, they told me to send them some movies. I sent them Dank, Cheetah's Handbook, Bloodshed, Late Holiday, and something else, and they took Dank and Cheetah's Handbook. So Dank and Cheetah's Handbook what got me the deal.
That's dope. Man. Yeah. I like that. I think I did an interview with two of the cast members from Cheetah's Handbook at the time.
Yeah. Danny and Karma. Karma Casanova.
Shout out to them.
Shout out Karma.
Yeah. So, what's that like now? Like, what's it like when you got budgeting and things now and things in place to get these films on a platform? Because like me and you were talking about movies the other day, and I mentioned to you that I have heard from Carlton Clay a couple years ago, like just not anybody can put a movie on Tubi. So people we like to criticize and talk about. I love Tubi, by the way, but people will criticize and talk about it, but you just can't up and go on Tubi. You can't do that.
Right. Even with that bothers me when people get on Tubi because it's like I ask people, I'll be like, okay, what's a Tubi movie? They'll be like, Tubi movie's a bad movie. No, Tubi movie is not a bad movie.
That's crazy.
Tubi movie, like, if it says a Tubi original, you know how much original Tubi movies cost? You can get $100,000 to film a Tubi original. If that's, and Tubi originals do not be looking like what everybody be picking on. And see what bothers me, they get on Tubi just to watch the crazy movies, just to have something to go viral on, talk about. Yeah. And I'm like, the same movie you talk about is on Amazon. It's on Folsom. It's on these other platforms. It's just a bad movie. Instead of saying a Tubi movie, because Tubi's owned by Fox and is a billion-dollar corporation, instead of saying that, you're going to say it's a bad movie on Tubi. Instead of saying, oh, it's another Tubi movie. And I'm like, because it's really, you're really shitting on the black creators that, you know, because Tubi is the highest platform that's paying us black directors. You get what I'm saying? So
I heard Fredro Starr say that the other day.
You know what I'm saying? Tubi's the only platform that's paying directors the money, independent black directors, money to even tell their story. So, and then the fact that you got your own black people critiquing it, and they only do it on certain films, of course. But even still, it's somebody art, it's somebody build, because all this is a build. You know, you building from it. Everybody's movie not finna be Jurassic Park. Everybody don't got Jurassic Park budget.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? And even if you do have a budget, there's a lot of big budget movies that's terrible.
A bunch
A
of
bunch of
them.
them.
A bunch of them.
I bet people don't know 85% of the movies in the theater on the block in the theaters are failures.
Yeah, especially now.
Yeah, failures. 85%. You got more people watching black independent movies than they're watching mainstream movies now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See, I think that what people would consider a quote unquote Tubi movie, and I'll let you define it in yourself in a minute. I always looked at it like, because before it was actually Tubi, I always liked straight to DVD movies or straight like movies that didn't hit the theater. I always liked those, but we called them low budget. We called them independent films.
Right.
Tubi became like a disrespectful term.
Right.
And I think it's part of it because they would take movies that weren't properly produced all the way, and they'll take the little parts. Oh, he had a red shirt on, I had a shirt blue, or it's
some of them be weird, some be funny. I ain't gonna lie, some be funny there.
But I think that helped.
Yeah,
to me because I feel like it forced you to go and if you're looking for you're looking for detail and you can't find it, you start liking the movie for real.
You like movie for real.
Shit, it's kind of fire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tubi's right now, and I'm looking at it. It's movies that got 2, 3, 4, and 5s of a movie. It's like damn, and all of them are good.
All of them are good.
I look at because we talk about Tubi. It's some good Tubi producers and filmmakers on there.
Yeah.
I'm Marcus Houston and them. They
Marcus
do well.
Houston,
like,
Dennis Reed.
Dennis Reed do well.
Yeah.
The whole Detroit scene is insane. Detroit got Tubi on a lot. It's just insane. Everything from Detroit to come up and be flyer.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Not everything, but
not everything, but I like a lot of Detroit.
A lot
stuff.
of Detroit movies be good, and a lot of them be trash too.
Like the McGraw like the shows. I always just like them, you know. Plug Love, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But I've always been a fan of this movie that went straight to DVD, even since the 90s.
Right. Well, like they say, that's correct. Basically, the movies we make are like the to DVD, basically type thing. The same movie, like I said, it goes back. The same movie that they critique is on Amazon.
Yeah.
Same movies on Peacock or Folsom. So it's like they don't want to pay a subscription fee. They want to watch it for free.
Yeah, it's a free app.
It's a free app.
So
you're going to get more people to watch it for free. So you're going to have more critiques.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because even if you pay a Stars app, there's something on there you can complain about. So I just ain't still, even when I hear Tubi movie, I just look at it like, yeah, it's a popular, y'all say Tubi movie, not saying you, but y'all say Tubi movie because it's a popular free download app to watch. And just so happen these movies are free for y'all to watch and critique. Because, you know, if you have to start paying for some of these things, then a lot of people movies won't even be taught the scene.
You know, and I don't know like what kind of movies you watched growing up or not like that, but it's a few movies that's in my top 10 that are straight to DVD movies and it never was in the theaters. And I know one that a lot of people do know is Blue Hill Avenue.
That's my movie.
And that was straight to DVD. Yeah, and I bought that in the barbershop when I was 12.
Yeah.
Took it home. We watched it until the DVD scratched up. Remember back then they would scratch. You watch them all the time.
Oh yeah.
Strapped with it's
Joaquin
Woodbine, Fredro Starr.
Yeah.
That's an HBO movie.
A lot of Joaquin Woodbine movies was on straight DVD.
Forrest Whitaker had to deal with HBO. So he's just like you do with your team. He had a team like, yo, let's come and do this. That's how you get Earl Manigault, which is Rebound.
Right.
You know, like all those are straight to DVD movies that back then it was called an HBO film, quote unquote, you know. But it was straight DVD.
Straight DVD.
Hour and 20 minutes. Why so quick?
Right.
Jason's Lyric, straight DVD movie.
Straight DVD movie.
That's Jada Pinkett.
And it's a classic.
Alan Payne. Once again, Alan Payne, like, he got some classics now. Think about
classics.
it. So I look at
Caught Up.
Same one.
Same one.
And I like all those kind of movies because they're all dope.
All dope.
Shotters, straight DVD.
Independent directors. All of them are independent directors.
So, yeah.
Independent directors. So it's like.
So you got some classic movies.
And then what kills me, people don't understand. Independent directors, we are like, you gotta look at independent directors like we're like rappers in a sense in the film world. Like we are the rappers, we are the artists, the film writers and filmmakers. We're the artists, meaning like we're trying to, you know, the movie is our album.
Yeah,
we're trying to push our album to the masses, and we're trying to, you know, get a deal, make sure they distribute our movie.
Yeah,
same thing with the music thing. But yeah, it really bothers me because it's a $1 billion corporation, Fox, and Fox owned Tubi, and just it made so many directors money, and made so many directors names. And like you probably wouldn't know a lot of people's names. And then on top of that, you like I said, when me and you talked on the phone, you never know who's going to be the next Spike Lee out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Townsend, John Singleton,
Yeah.
the Hughes brothers, Jordan Peele, Ryan Coogler. You never know who's going to be the next batch of directors and fresh new minds that comes in and take us to the next generation.
And this is a preference. I personally like Tubi. I've always has. Since I came out, I watched it all the time. But I just always been a big fan of independent film because it take me places big budget movies can't take me. So like I feel like I'm there in Detroit. I feel like I'm there in Atlanta. I feel like I'm there wherever it's at, and I feel like it's real. Like, it's not even though they paid actors. I feel like they're not paid actors sometimes. Like it's just true.
Right.
I like the way they can narrate the stories and how they paint their pictures with certain things. I even like when they go above and beyond and its title is something crazy and the plot is something crazy. I'm like, it's still dope to me.
Right.
And
I want to touch on something too when it comes to actors, when people that wants to get into the film world, independent. You do your research before you get into film. Like, don't expect to get into be an actor or actress and expect you finna get paydays on these movies. One, these are independent movies. If you're looking for a payday, you need to be a background or extra on Disney, Tyler Perry, Warner, one of those movies. But a lot of them will come to independent, and it also depends on the independent company that you're working with too. Because all independent companies' budgets are different.
Yeah.
Some people have bigger budgets than others. So that's what people really need to research and get into. Because I notice a lot of people get into the film business and think that they can act, they can film, they can do all that, and they realize it's not as easy as you think it is, and to be sustainable.
Yeah.
Sustainable. So even with Tubi, you're going to see some differences now real soon. Tubi's not allowing a lot of independent movies to go through no more. So it's like a big drop of, it's going to be a lot of directors not going to be able to get their stuff on Tubi because of the changes that's going through. So, yeah.
But one thing you mentioned, and I want to definitely touch on it because you like sometimes people get in the film world and think they can act, You mentioned Dennis Reed, and I've been watching Tubi for a long time. It's a few of them. I can't mess my name up, but I got my favorites and stuff like that.
Right.
But I see older stuff. I see maybe some poor camera, bad audio. So, but then as you go up and you watch the years 2017, 2018, now it'd be looking like, it looked like the motherfucker's supposed to be on the big screen sometimes.
Come on, man.
It looks cinematic.
Come on.
But that's when that's grinding, that's getting better. But I say the getting better part because you mentioned not everybody gonna be able to act. And I think even if you sign with the CTC, whether it's your own entity, I feel like when you are still go ahead and take acting classes. Still go ahead and challenge yourself and do your monologue.
Right.
Put your stuff on YouTube. Make yourself a YouTube page. Redo scenes on your own.
Right.
Go ahead and read. I feel like it's so many things people can do because art is endless.
Right.
But a lot of times, like you said, people don't have the drive. So what they do is if you say, yo, we filming on Friday through next Friday, that's all they're gonna do is come Friday through next Friday and they filming. They're not doing super crazy preparation. They're not trying to do nothing on their own with their TikTok or the YouTube.
Right.
They're not saying, yo, can we just react the scene and put it on TikTok see if it go viral? None of that stuff. They're just doing the bare minimum, wherever you say to meet me at. And I think with art, you have to do those extra things to, if you want to get paid actor, you got to move like a paid actor. Like at a job, when you want to get paid, what you do? You work harder.
You work harder.
You move up. So like maybe you started cashier and you started managing. Well, those two different positions. So yeah, they require two different kinds of money that you're gonna pay the person.
Right.
And I think it's the same thing gotta be with art. Like you gotta be able to get better at things.
Right.
Interviewing, whether filming, the lighting. I see you. I told you the other day. I see you got the mic and stuff now. Like the audio going better. So you gotta do better to get better and get more money, and get bigger budget.
Right. And so like a lot of people don't understand. Like you gotta work with what you gotta work. You gotta work with what you got to get the equipment and things that you need to get better. So like I said, when we got our first deal in 2023. Like, you know, shit, they bought a 2-year-old movie from me. So it's like, you know, our earlier films are, if you look at our 2023 films compared to where we at now, you see a difference. You see vision, you see quality, see everything. It's the growth, like you just said, it's the growth. So that shows you who working. And go back to a question that you asked me earlier, when people leave the brand, CTC, and they fall off, meaning that you don't hear from them no more. They ain't dropping nothing. Music ain't dropping, this and this and that. That shows you that wasn't J. Paul, it was them. Because I feel like I'm not the cause of you not activating your superpower. If you're a rapper, if you're an actor, you don't need me to do that. You could do that on your own. So, and in CTC, everybody's their own boss. So if you're not using the resources that's there, that's like somebody want to be a podcaster. You show them, you teaching them, you teaching them how to be pods or whatever, right? We get them equipment. I get them equipment, you get them some. Every time we check on them, what you doing? Oh man, just chilling, man. You ain't do no pod or nothing today? Shit, I'm going to later on play with it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, hey man, how it went? Oh man, I ain't bothered with it yet, but I'm gonna touch with it. Today, all right, man, I messed with it a little bit, man. How you do this? How you do that? Well, you hit this button. Okay. The next day, I'm gonna get back to it. Yeah. A year later, he ain't need nothing to buy. You just got equipment.
Yeah.
And then it's like
self-motivated.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like some people look good just by being around things. And they want to do things just because they around it. Oh, Bobby a podcaster. I can use Bobby equipment. That's my dog. Hey, Bobby, use your equipment. Use your studio, man. Instead of just finding getting the stuff your own and do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? It be that thing.
No, I can see that definitely amongst a group, and like saying when you are with an entity and you are saying say all this is free, but like you said, people will then get lazy, and it's the weirdest thing, bro. Because I feel like when you have to grind for something, you have to pay for something, you go harder to get it.
And I think going back to what you're saying, bro. When you said, do I think it is? If I would say something, I think
you
it's
handicapped them.
I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. I think I provide too much to a point where they feel like they ain't got to do too much.
And then at the same time, that's when that entitlement start creeping up, because it's like,
right,
why you ain't telling me to do it? It's like, why you ain't tell me how to get in the studio? Like, nigga, I told you it was free, motherfucker.
What you want me to do? You know the crazy thing? It had got to a point where I have to remind artists they artists. Hey, yo, man.
That's crazy.
Where the beat, bro? I sent you 6 beats. Like, you ain't did nothing to the beats yet. Hey, man, shit, bro. I'm gonna get to it, bro, man. I just been tired working.
All right.
I'm like, bro, I do this full time, bro, all day, every day. Like, you can't say, that's with anybody. It's with anybody that's trying to go for anything. You can't complain and use work for an excuse of why things can't get done. Or why you can't show up for stuff. Don't do nothing else. If you're going to use work for an excuse or kids for an excuse, I'm just being G.
I'm looking honest. At the camera, you looking at me, I'm like...
No, I'm just being honest. I'm saying kids, because that's no different than if we was in the NBA. Most time we on the road. We're away from our families, this and this and that. So many months out the year, even in the Army, you're away from your family. You know what I'm saying? But you doing it to take care of your family the whole 9. It bothers me when people that so-called entrepreneurs complain about doing work because you had to work.
But in the same breath, what you're saying, I definitely think that things that should be motivational shouldn't be used as excuses.
Come on, man.
It
ain't supposed to be easy.
I guess you mentioned kids, you mentioned work. If you got to work or whatever, and whoever they look like for, I always say the same thing. Like, even with me and you, I don't know what your day was like. My day was like, it's a tornado going on. You got a toothache. There's stuff going on.
Everything going on.
But we said we're going to do it, right? I woke up, 5 this morning. I went to sleep like 3. So I only slept like 2 hours. I'm tired as hell. I'm like, now I want to do this. I want to get this out. I did a podcast, say 3 hours. I normally do 90 minutes. She kept going. I said, you know what? Let it rock out. Why
Let
not?
it rock out.
No, let it rock out. Then I went live afterwards and speak to people. So I still, once you in it and you want to do certain things, you going to do what you got to do to get yourself to that level. But it go back to what you're saying about being self-motivated, not needing anybody to push me and tell me, hey, make sure you take the extra step, make sure you do something extra, make sure you do that. So I think all that is important,
Yeah. Yeah, big fact. And try to, going back to another question that you said earlier too, man, with leaving the situation, there's a way of leaving the situation respectfully without bashing and doing all that unnecessary stuff, to me. You feel me? I feel like if you leave a situation, just, leave it, and how to show what you could really do it. Show it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't leave a situation and then want to get up a crew and mob and tell a one-sided story. Because it's easy to get a bunch of people that not like somebody if they don't know somebody well.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's the easy thing. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like there's a way of leaving a situation. Like me and you could disagree. Me and you could agree to disagree. Because anybody I talk to, I always go to them. I let them know what my grief is or what my issue with them about. It's never I run from a situation, you not knowing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
J. Paul just stopped talking to me. I'm like, no, you know why I stopped talking to you. I done talked to you 2 or 3 times, and the 2 or 3 times didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to put that in.
I think that from what you were saying, like I said, and I don't necessarily know exactly what it is, but I think in business as well, I'm good at this. I feel like in business, because I have to carry myself a certain way, I will respond to people, but sometimes I don't always say names per se. Because I don't know who I'm watching. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who I'm watching. I'm not gonna mess something up that I got going on.
And you can mess up your brand by talking crazy.
Because it could be somebody that like who I'm talking about. Right. So they ain't gotta know. But the funny thing about it is what I like the most, like I'm petty. I do like this a lot, right? I like when I diss somebody.
It'd be funny though.
And they friends like it, not knowing I'm dissing them. So I know that they agree with me.
Right.
They just don't know it's you.
Right.
But that's just me though. That's the thing I like to do. But I said to say, there is a way, and I know people do this with groups a lot, where if a certain amount of people from a certain group leave, normally for some odd reason, that group now forms a group. It's like, well, okay, this is the anti-whatever this is group.
Right.
Or people that didn't work out here group. Or the XYZ rejects or whatever.
Right.
Now they in their own circle, and they're trying to recruit and do all this other stuff. I be feeling like this in business, I thought you wish people the best and you move on.
Yeah. Just move on.
Don't burn no bridges.
Yeah.
You never know if you're going to need somebody. You got to go back in that bridge again. Yeah. I feel like a lot of times we do stuff in the moment and we think with our ego instead of our mind. And we ain't thinking long term. So I'm going to respond today and do this today. But doing this and respond today could mess up everything.
Mess up the bag. Mess up. You'll never know who's watching you. Like you said, never know. You never know.
You think you just dissing that person, but someone watching what's going on, like, okay, I'm not never doing business with that person now.
Right. And then a lot of people don't want to be around that. A lot of people don't want that noise. It's like, if you easy to go off because something you don't like every time, some people don't want you around them or around stuff they're doing, because if anything goes wrong, they know you got something to say.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not a good look for you to have. So it's like, and especially to a point where you got to go online and do this public rant to try to get this sympathy party with the violins and all that. It's corny to me. I feel like it's corny. I feel like, as an adult anyway, I feel like on some kid stuff, if you a kid doing that, then yeah, but an adult, especially when you know the people, you can easily talk to the people with the problem. Mm-hmm. We done already, we can talk on the phone about other dumb stuff. Why we can't talk about that? We've been talking about everything else. You don't want to talk about that because some people don't want to hear your truth. They just want to just destroy you or your brand.
Yeah.
Because you just, you didn't, things ain't go the way they want it to go. You know what I'm saying?
I think, when you talk about going back and forth and having all that online and things like that too, I feel like people need to, I always felt like, do what you do. So if you rap, if you do comedy, you do skits, whatever, like me, like I'm using him just because we used him earlier. Like if I'm EJ, I'm not gonna lie. One is because I would have did a war show skit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna get my message out through my art.
Right.
See, I podcast. I could just podcast and,
Right.
and talk. But if I rapped, then I would just rap. I might be in a car with a beat and rap, and
Right.
I might use some ambiance and some similes and metaphors to get my point across.
Right.
You know, if I made skits or films, I put a little short film together. The guy who got second place, I don't know, whatever.
Right.
You know, I would make it funny. But that'd be my thing. I'm gonna do that so I'm not like just saying the wrong things. I'm just using my art to tell my story.
Right.
And I do wish more people did that. Like, go ahead and write your art out. You know, if you film, you do rap, you photography, whatever it is you do. I feel like you do that and use that as your response, because that's more business mind. It's more hustling mindset to do. I've seen Jamie do it sometimes. Somebody says something about her or whatever, she'll make a shirt. PJ do something. This the new dish now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to respond, but I'm going to do it where it benefits me. I'm not just, putting all attention on focus on you. I'm never going to do that.
Then not only that, you don't want to come out make it sound like you just this person that just you a Scrooge.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be that guy. Like that you don't like nothing. They've ain't got nothing to do with you or surrounds you. Yeah, like and that's the mentality was keeping Augusta from blossoming in that department when it comes to entertainment. Not just them, but like minds like that. It's a bunch. He's not the only one that thinks like that. It's other people in this city that feel like they're number one, or they should be number one, or the city should be putting all the resources into them. And I'm like, y'all have to do things on your own first. People not gonna just keep giving y'all opportunities and chances, and y'all not willing to invest into yourself. Like I'm saying, a lot of people don't have that drive or the patience enough to invest into themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I know an artist won't even spend $50 on himself. Like that's just real. How you expect to go far, man?
Can't.
My talent gonna get me. Okay.
Now you gotta invest in yourself. Sometimes it's money, sometimes it's time, sometimes it's your ego. I was talking about the other day and I said, sometimes you gotta invest your ego. You gotta set it aside.
Yeah, like, and everything, and you ain't gotta have voiced your opinion on everything. Like sometimes, like a lot of people get online, go live, and voice their opinion, and they don't get me wrong. Like you can't voice your opinion. It's how you voice your opinion. They voice their opinion, but it seems like their opinion be law. You get what I'm saying? Like, well, this is my opinion. This is what I say. This is what it is. It's not an opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's your fact that you're making it a fact. But you want to design it as, well, it's just my opinion on the thing. No, but you're trying to stamp it like it's a fact. Just because you say it, I said it and that's what I mean. It is what it is. You know, I don't lie.
Yeah.
It's a lot of that.
Yeah. I agree. I think, like I said, that's the dangers of going live sometimes. Like, I think you start to say things you probably shouldn't say, or you're in the moment. I do feel like a lot of people, when I think about, and I know we're going to end soon, but I think about like, operating as a business or even as a hustle, whatever. I feel like it's important to have management. It's important to have a team of people saying, "Hey, don't do that. Don't say that.
Don't say that.
Take that down."
Right.
If you can't do it yourself, and I think a lot of people can't because there's so much going on. But sometimes being quiet is the best thing.
It's the best, bro. Stay out the way. And real people that really study the business and people that really making moves and been in moves, they know these things. That's why they don't respond a lot. That's why they stay out the way and don't be online.
Yeah.
Because of that thing. And a lot of people, and also you can't tell people how to respond. You might be the person that go online and trash talk them. They might want to handle it a totally different way. You can't handle a person's response neither. So if you're not willing to do or go the extra mile with that person, just don't even say anything.
Yeah. I think, like I said, I think it's one of them things too. I feel like a lot of times people surround themselves with people who think just like them, and sometimes it's to your detriment. It's like, I think like that. I think like that. Let's hang together. No, y'all, that's dangerous. I might not want to hang together because y'all both don't think correctly, in my opinion, right? Depending on the situation. I do feel like sometimes having somebody who think differently than you, or that has a different perception. Maybe they got a different background. You might have a guy who real street, a guy who was a square, a guy who super book smart, a guy who just super wise because they've been through stuff.
Right.
I will have that circle rather than somebody who just like me. This way I get different perspectives. Somebody's gonna give me some wisdom. Somebody's gonna give me some, hey, you gotta handle it this way. You gotta handle it this way. I think that's important too, knowing people's background and what they're about, and knowing the true them. But the only hard part about all that is so many people are uncomfortable being themselves. You don't know who you meeting. I'm sure sometimes you don't know who you meet until y'all beefing. Like, oh, this is who you are.
Right. I'm like, where was this person at? Like,
they was there.
Like, you were there, but where were you?
So that's why even you see me on my lights, I got my camera, I'm alone. If I'm not here with my daughters, I'm not here just by myself. But I got people I talk to. I talk to Slim, I talk to you, I talk to EJ, I talk to all the people. And sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't agree on certain things.
Right.
But the reality of it is, like I said, everybody their own entity. You know? For me, I like to look at both sides of things. And once I'm firm on something that's cool, but I like to think for a minute before I say something. If I didn't say nothing Sunday, I didn't say nothing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like this is crazy. You wouldn't think that I also didn't win anything, but you couldn't tell. I'm not moving like a loser. I'm moving like, all right, well, I'm gonna do this.
But you already, you need to because you stepped in the city already. It's official. Like it's no award can already give you what you already got in the city already.
But I want other people to think the same thing. I want people to think the same way because I feel like it don't do anything for me, but add. You see it they're behind you. Add to my joints. And that's it, But honestly, I could just copy it and add it and put, copy and paste it and put 10 of them up, if I wanted to. Right there. But it's not about that to me. It's just about, I got a mission I'm trying to do and about getting better and then painting the city in a certain light. And that's the goal. I think the main thing with people, whether you acting, whether you doing film, whether you own businesses, whatever you do, I think every good business has like a mission statement.
Right.
And that's what and I think if you're a comedian, if you are a podcaster, you do film, have a mission statement, and then like whenever you about to get into somebody, or you got a problem with somebody, or something happens you don't like, and things don't go your way, look at your mission statement before you make the next move. And then you go from there. Go back to like what you initially want to do this for, and then you go from there.
Right.
That should determine your next move. Everything you do should be centered around your mission statement of what it is.
Right.
And as long as you true to yourself and you be authentic.
Right.
Anything else is ego involved.
Ego. And that's ego. Ego destroys a lot of people's careers before it happens.
Yeah.
Every time. Because people don't know how to check their ego or get their pride in check. So yeah. But once again, like I said, it's no diss to EJ Rogers. Not a diss at all. It's just all still love. You just had to respond back because he went publicly. When I reached to him, I said, let's do a newbie vet. He like, you call me the internet guy, but you want to do a newbie vet. No, I'm only doing a newbie vet because I got to do cleanup control of all the public stuff you don't put out there already.
I think y'all can do somebody. I mean, he's on a podcast now. And so, I mean, y'all can work out on YouTube and stuff now. You can like...
No.
Oh, yeah, done.
No, I'm done with the situation. No, not for real. I'm done with it. Like, I'm done with it.
Well, I mean, to me, I wish y'all the best. I don't think everything, and just to clear it up, what you were saying, I don't think the whole last 40 minutes was all about EJ.
No, it wasn't. No,
but
it wasn't.
I think that y'all got a tricky relationship. I guess because y'all work together.
It's weird, bro. Too. It's weird.
But y'all both worked together too when y'all were just, I ain't saying just starting, but planting y'all feet here.
And down here.
And y'all planted y'all feet now. So sometimes when you plant it, people go say, but wait.
I wish him the best, man. No love. Ain't no hate. It's like, I see EJ, I still dapping up. What up, bro? Just that, you do your thing, man. Salute, man. Wish you the best.
Yeah.
And that's with anybody, bro. Anybody that has an issue with J. Paul, CTC, anybody in CTC, I mean, there's ways of phone works. You can call us up, talk to us, let us know. Hey, we can have a conversation. It don't have to be this public online rants. It don't have to be none of that unnecessary stuff because that don't go nowhere, bro. People will talk about that for maybe a week or two. Then what happens?
Yeah, you move on from it.
And now you gotta, nothing changes.
Yeah, but it is. I feel like it gets the resolution further and further away.
Yeah, it makes it further away. Nothing changes. CTC, what we still do, we still shoot movies, we still do everything. Nothing stopped because somebody left.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
I mean, the train still moves.
Well, tell people, where they can find you at. What you got coming up next?
We got some movies coming up, a couple of them. We have Surreptitious Behavior that's coming up. That's gonna be a pretty dope movie. We have Is It Me that we're working on. That's one we're coming up with next. Is It Me? So we got those two good classes coming up. You can find me at ctcunitedproductionstudio.com. That's ctcunitedproductionstudio.com. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, J. Paul the Demigod.
All right, man. Look, I appreciate you stopping through. I wish you much success.
Man, I appreciate you having me.
Shout out to you to even speak about the IHAs and stuff in the city, CTC, 2B. I think all this was just a good conversation. So I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And I wish you the best of luck. And hopefully, next year, the day after the award, so you can just sleep and it be smooth sailing.
It'll never be that.
So yeah,
never be that.
But I appreciate you coming through and stopping. I know you're a busy man.
No problem, King.
All right, man. More Masters Podcast. Be out. Clap it up.